spite of whatever we do on social media, because I like playing also, I like making jokes on social media, but I'm a very serious person when it comes to serious matters. And that is why I see I'm the only savior, God-driven, God-sent leader that who can unite this country and bring people. I know there was some anchors that we were passing around when we were saying this community is doing what, but we have healed. We are now ready to bring all the Gen Zs from Nyanza, from Kisiaya, from everywhere, so we can move together.
Two questions for me.
Maybe Honorable Salasya, thank you so much for telling us your intentions. We have had two issues in this country, independence of institutions. I think kuna venye institutions zingine ziko compromised. You have been in bunge. What can you say about that? Is it part of, or is it a priority in your manifesto?
Yes, part of my key manifesto is to respect the independent bodies. And one of the key reasons why this country is suffering is because the independence of these agencies, government agencies, they have failed. And that's why they cannot do what they're supposed to be doing. And if I'm the president of the Republic of Kenya, I will allow the parliament to do their work. And I will not allow the parliament to come to the state house. I'll be like the king, will be just like, because I will not allow even the parliamentary grouping in the state house. It will be like a simple, the father of everybody. Whether it's the opposition, whether it's in the government, the supporting the government, they will be all my children. I'm just saying, I'm not my children, but I'm just saying because of the virtue of being the presidency. And I will allow the judiciary to do their work. And it will make my work easy. If I allow judiciary to work, I allow the parliament to work, I allow the Senate to work, I allow the public prosecution to work, I allow all the DCI to do their work, I allow everything to do, I will be enjoying my leadership when I sleep, because I know every institution is doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Finally, there has been an issue of debt.
Yes.
As it stands, we've got about 11 trillion in debts as a country. What is your focus? How are you going to focus on that? And precisely, maybe hii imekuwa a policy issue that people are supposed to sit down, discuss before they borrow. But as it stands, it looks like it is dominated in a way that somebody can just wake up, take a loan, recommend a loan has to be taken. How are you going to handle that when you take power as a president?
As a president, like this problem that we are having today was done like in the last government, when they passed a legislation that a government can go ahead and borrow the money even without consulting the National Assembly, and up to a certain level. And this is what has made this country to overborrow. You remember when they came, when His Excellency, the President, came in, he said that he wants this country to be self-sustainable, whereby we are not going to borrow. We want this country to be like Mali, that it has been able to pay all its debts and has no any debt, because this is something, because you remember, during the Moise era, Moi never used to borrow the money from outside. And that's why you find like, despite the fact that the economy was not doing, reaching to everybody, but you find like the shilling was very strong, and then the manufacturing was everywhere in this country. So from where I sit in that point of the debts, I will also do the inquiry on the debts that were committed by the previous governments that has existed before. Because we want to know, like, for example, the Eurobond, where did it go? And we have so many issues. Because you remember, like, in the previous, when we were talking about last time, the people who involved in the, like, for example, the Eurobond, there were people who were employed in the Treasury, advisory, and those are some of the things that shows that we are not serious about the people who committed the atrocity, and are the same people that we are also bringing back and messing up this country. So we will have to review the debts of this country and bring back the motion that Honorable Mtata had, so that we can also be able to scrutinize and get to know all the monies that came into this country. Did they do what they were intended to do as a president of this Republic of Kenya?
Two questions, Mheshimiwa.
Yes.
Kidogo tu.
Is aligned to that vision. So how are you going to ride the same party?
First of all, this movement is not about any other person. It's about the Kenyans. Are we there? It's about the Kenyans. So if they will say that they will give me that political party to vie on it, I will not accept. I will not refuse. But if they don't, we are going to launch a political party, a political movement. And this one is going to be rolled out. So it's about them to decide whether they want me to be the, because now the party leader, if he's not showing the interest to vie as a president, then he should give me that political party to vie on it. If he doesn't, then I will come up with a new political movement that now will shape the politics of this country. Sorry?
Have you spoken with your party leader aware that you are going to fight for this?
No, I don't know, because you see now that is my personal decision. It is my personal decision because I have the heaviness of this country. And that's why we are taking the risk of, even like, for example, most of the members will say, why can't you get maybe the pension for first? But we don't care, because we are looking at the future of this country, and we must shape the politics of this country. Yes.
It's my time, eh? Sasa, okay, kidogo umetumisha syllabus, eh? Now, tukirudi pale Mumias East. Ukiangalia records for the past 2 years, kulikuwa na Kiharu, Murang'a, then Mumias East. Ukaijenga barabara, kuna KMDC, ukaimaliza. How did you manage kujenga KMDC hadi umaliza? Kwa sababu ukiangalia wabunge wengine, hata painting alone.
Maybe because we really wanted to focus on the national, on the presidency, because that is where we really wanted to focus. But for it's about, and that is what the leadership comes from. And you have asked a very good question, by the way. The leadership, it's about how you frame. And I will also want to ask and as a member as a president, this is what I'm proposing as a member of parliament. I will ensure that the CDF is given more powers, because the members that can be able just to oversight. My work, what I've been able to do is to provide leadership and to make sure that whoever is given is completing the project on time and proper planning. And because of that, I can be able to plan for this country the best way that has never been happened before. And also bring the professionals on board. What has been happening in this country, when I win this election, I will go for the professors. I will go for the people who have elaborate knowledge on various fields, so that we can be able to fix the messes that have been happening there.
Mheshimiwa, you have been looking for a wife, and these...
we are not looking for a wife right now. We are on serious business. Yes.
Justice delayed. Is justice denied, right? There are so many Gen Zs who lost their lives last year, and we saw from the BBC documentary that we released yesterday, right? Are you going to go after the killer cops and bring everyone to justice? Because our hearts are still aching. We need someone who can take action. We have just been seeing the president going around the country. What are you going to do on that?
First of all, I know every time the life is sacred, and as a leader, as a national leader, who has been anointed, you must have a principle that the life is sacred, and you must respect the life, because it's godly given and it's godly. And so as a leader, if I take over, we must also get to inquire the commission of inquiry to know who are these perpetrators and whatever. We know, yes, you have to protect the property, but was it just justifiable that you can kill? And even the story that was there, where those people quarry, we want to know, like those bodies that were retrieved, where did they go? When there was a guy who was arrested at one point and then disappeared from. What happened on that? So we must, so that we can account for every life that God has given to us. So as a leader, I have to protect, because when you're given as a constitution, you have to protect the citizen, and you abide by the constitution, that your work is to protect the lives of your people. And that is what I will have to do.
Mheshimiwa, I have a question. In regards to freedom of speech, in our government here currently, there is no freedom of speech. People are even scared to talk about their issues. How will your government ensure that there's freedom of speech in our nation?
First of all, if you allow the people to speak, it also makes you to know where the problem is. You must allow the people, as a president, allow the people to speak. Like, for example, when I do, maybe on social media, there are those who will insult you. There are those who will put up a very good point. So as a person, as a leader, we must allow the freedom of expression under my leadership.
I'm live here, and there is one of my parts are insisting on yesterday's BBC. They're saying that you've not given it out.
Yeah, I've given a very strong statement. It's only that maybe they didn't see it. But we want to condemn because I was there. I was at the parliament by that time when that young man was being killed. We were there. And I think as when I take over as a president of the Republic of Kenya,